Alright, so the first thing we're going to do when we get into lighting is let's just create a room that gives you a lot better sense of how, whether you're being successful with your light before you start to implement it into your project. So we're just doing a 40 by 40 room. What's on the walls, I don't know if it really matters. Generic might be okay. I might go with something that has a little bit of texture. Just gets it a little bit more, maybe more exciting to look at. The masonry. Which side is the masonry on? Alright, and then, I mean, the idea here is that you basically create something that has all other noise kind of taken care of and out of the equation. So we're going to put in the ceiling. It says it doesn't really show up in that view. That's fine. Let's look at the 3D view. Just make sure I didn't really tell it where to put the ceiling. 8 feet, that's a little low. Let's just give it, maybe a 15-foot ceiling, which is pretty high, but anyway, that should, okay, it looks good. We have brick on both sides, that sounds good. Probably need a floor, so let's go ahead and do that. So once you have this set up, then we'll go on to the next. So that's pretty much all we're doing. I'm gonna finish up with the floor. Exactly what material it is really up to you. Just know that whatever material you choose is going to affect the lighting also, how it's kind of felt and seen. So you might try it with a couple of different materials. So we can go with wood for beginning. Maybe we'll change it to concrete. Alright, I think that's it. And now we're ready for lighting. So in prep for your next video, I think I need to give you a bit more rundown of how to set your Enscape up. So once you have Enscape open, I'm not sure how you've been using it in Rhino, but this is the way that I found to be kind of most helpful in the test room. So you're going to have on main, turn off auto exposure, and on image, turn off auto contrast. And these are kind of where I have my settings. You also might check this exposure rate. So until you find something else that works better for you, I would set them at these places. So do that. Not worry about that. I have turned sun brightness all the way down to like 7%. And here's my ambient brightness and my light brightness. So just match up with me on these and it should work out pretty well for you. And then you can, as you get into your real model, it has all kinds of things going on. You still might have to adjust these slightly to make it kind of all work out. But what I've found with turning off auto exposure on the camera is that specifically if you have a lot of natural light coming in, you'll often notice that some places you can't see anything because there's so much light coming in from there. Everything turns really silhouetted, and then vice versa. Things are so bright that you can't see anything. So either it's too dark or it's too light. Well, if you turn off auto exposure, it'll basically flatten out all of that, and so that you always have a similar type of exposure regardless of what's going on with intensity of light or whatnot. So anyway, that's just a little bit about Enscape, just kind of trying to help you through getting some of these settings just match me for now, and then we'll go from there. All right.